everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Ask an Expert. I'm Megan Reber, and I'm the marketing coordinator here at Bright Stores, and with me today is our expert, Akil.
Hello.
Happy May the 4th to any Star Wars fans out there. We're definitely going to be celebrating in the office today. And more importantly, what is our topic today? Our topic today is all about payment gateways. So Akil, can you kind of give us a quick overview maybe of what a payment gateway is?
Absolutely, Megan. A payment gateway essentially allows you to capture credit card information input by shoppers on your company store so that they can, pay by credit card, of course, on their purchases. And then that information sent out to your gateway provider.
Okay. And who are some of the gateway providers that we integrate with?
We support Authorize.net, one of the more popular ones out there. Then there is Stripe as one other option. And then we also have PayPal Website Payments Pro, which is offered through PayPal. And then lastly, we just set up on our recent deployment a new integration with Square.
Oh, awesome. Cool. So all of those are pretty recognizable names. You've probably heard of them before. They're very, very trusted payment gateways. Can you also explain, Akil, for maybe some of us that aren't super familiar with payment gateways and how they work, what are some of the benefits? Well, one, how do they work? And then two, what are some of the benefits of using a payment gateway, like security-wise?
So security-wise, that's the biggest thing is it's one of the most secure ways to process and get that information out to your account so you can get paid for your orders. Essentially, we use Spreedly, which is our third-party processor. They are completely compliant. And what we do is we use their iframe method to send out information to their systems, and a token's generated, and they use this whole tokenization process to securely map that data back to the credit card data. For each token generated, you have some kind of mapping back to that credit card data. And this allows, not only are credit cards never stored on our system, it's very secure.
That's a really good kind of simplified explanation, and I think it really drives home why it's important to use these if you are accepting credit cards.
Yes.
What are some examples or reasons why clients might want to use a payment gateway in their store?
One good example is public-facing stores, although while it's not common, especially in the company store realm, you might have branded t-shirts or something like an event, or maybe a common one is like marathons or something like that.
Yeah.
That we have people, the marathon t-shirts and everything, everyone goes and buys it through the store. In cases like that, you don't need to collect information like the employee ID, a purchase order number. You just need to get paid for the shirt that person's ordering. Another example is if you are capturing payment with account balances up to this point, and everyone gets a credit, but they want to be able to go above and beyond that and make their own purchases. This allows for personal purchases.
Okay, so that's I like that, because a lot of times when you think company stores, you do think is there going to be business purchases? You're going to use your employee ID or your purchase order or anything like that, but they can be used in other ways. And one of those ways, like you said, is a public facing. And the other way is if, sometimes you just have really cool branded swag and your employees want more of it.
Yeah.
So this kind of gives them the option to go in with their own personal credit card and purchase those additional items if they would like. Anything else that you'd like to cover today?
The last thing to keep in mind with using credit card gateways is if a shopper is paying with a credit card and you use MOAS on the company store, this will actually bypass the manager order approval system. The order itself will just be placed normally, and it is actually not going to require any approval or denial.
So pretty much what you're saying is payment gateways cannot be used with our MOAS.
Yep.
It actually, while you were talking, it reminded me, I forgot to even bring up, how do you set these up? Do we set them up for the distributors? Do the distributors set up the payment gateway? How does that all work?
So it's actually something that we just have the fields where the distributor's just going to input their gateway credentials. To actually get an account, they have to reach out to one of our supported providers and just, set it up with them, get everything set up. It usually requires maybe a bank account, probably some terms and conditions reading, of course. And then, once they have that set up, the provider will give them what's known as API credentials to input on the payment gateway setup tab in BrightSites. Then they just save the changes and then just test it. We always recommend testing with the valid credit card, mainly because that way you can ensure it's working the way you expect and that the gateway is correctly pulling funds and you see them on your gateway end.
which is always important to do before you start doing it on
Yeah.
a larger scale. Testing is important. So that's actually all the time I think we have today for this episode, but I do want to end it on a little lighter note because it is May the 4th. So Akil, are you a Star Wars fan?
Absolutely.
And what is your favorite, let's say, favorite movie and favorite character, and why?
I would have to say Spock in The Voyage Home. That was a joke. I really
and
like...
prosper.
I enjoy definitely Lando in the Return of the Jedi, just because he was great. How they all rescued, they all went in and they did everything. I don't know. I like them all, but
Yeah.
number 6 is Return of the Jedi is pretty great.
That's your best. That's your go-to.
Yeah.
Cool. I like some of the newer ones. I know I might get some crap for that, but
As long as it's not Phantom Menace.
No, not that one. Not that one at all. They're good though, and like the Chewbacca mask
Oh,
that you
yeah,
see,
yeah.
those are great. Definitely check out that YouTube video if you have not seen it. It's hilarious. But yeah, happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And have a happy Cinco de Mayo tomorrow and a great weekend. Thank you guys so much.